Alright, it's Tuesday night. Oh, and that's alright. Just finished some editing before coming on. Oh, damn. Hell of a thing. So I'm already, I'm also mentally too taxed to even make a short cocktail video thing, unless no one's here tonight, unless it's a really quiet night, and then I might do it. But it all depends on how things are. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start looking. If I was going to do a short video, what's on my Trello? Clips, I'm pretty sure I did that. What's the Strange Stirrings? Amaro Batavia. Okay, that's why did I write that down? That is a weird collection of. What's a Crown Prince? Tequila, port, orgeat, lime juice. Is a weird variation. Okay. Hey, Justin. It was pretty funny. What was that, like Hastie's saying, yeah, Ben Robert Smith, war criminal. And yeah, the far right are all obsessing with, no, he's a hero. It's like, well, you know, murdering unarmed civilians, bad. Funny what that happened because all right. I know you get a lot of theme ones, like Ted McConaughey, and you added a whole bunch of Brad Pitt ones in a row. Yeah, well, I think it's just that like Hastie doesn't like a war criminal. Who knew? Wait, what's Old Hickory? Vermouth. That's interesting. Huh. It's in a yellow Negroni. Pisco, Limoncello, Suze, Yellow Chartreuse, Blanco Vermouth. Huh. Might make that sometime soon. Did Elvis last night. Nice. I'm so... I don't know if you heard me say it, Charlie, but I like just finished editing. And in fact, it's probably only... I know it's not a rough edit. It's like 90+% of the way there. But I'm rendering it. Because I'm sure I shot some more B-roll. And I couldn't find it. So I'm going to look for more B-roll and wonder why I didn't find it before. That's a job for tomorrow, Angry. So my video showing off my balls, I know I'll preview it on Thursday, maybe. Well, Justin, it is interesting because Hastie's ex-military too, yeah? A right-winger, ex-military, but refuses to turn a blind eye to war crimes. Hell, who knew? You needed a clip of Harem Scarum for the vid. Nice. Let me get a very specific idea in your head. Oh, man. Soph made a good point. Yeah, look, okay. I don't disagree, but with what I've said, but you know what? It's done. I forgot how cool the clarified cocktails look if I make them with blue curacao. Very neat. Elvis fighting a cheetah. Nice. You know what? I forgot to get the orange peel. Give me 1 second. Well, 1 minute. Less than a minute. And I'll be back. Oh, when I left the face. Actually, it's the best way to leave this creepy face when I like. Yeah, there we go. Leave the creepy face when I leave the room. And hey, yeah. I mean, he might be overplaying that I'm being threatened by the Fash. I'm sure, you know, he did get online threats. I'm going to kill you. It's, dime a dozen, those things. I don't think that's an actual danger to your life necessarily. Don't think any of the One Nation people that have the guts to go after him, really. Hey, Rays. You needed glasses. You didn't think you'd make it that far in life to need glasses? How long ago did I get mine? Like 15 years ago? And it was hilarious. Like when I got them and the world suddenly came into sharp focus, like, oh my God, I have needed these for so many years. It was such a revelation, the degree to which I needed them. Ooh, I should charge some batteries while I'm thinking of it. Be a really long way in advance. Where's the other batteries? Come here, batteries. Step aside, porn VHS. I'm after batteries. I got a fit on there? Yeah. Okay. Ooh. This one. My disco lights. Oops. What's it doing? Come on. There we go. Disco lights. Seen it coming. Hasty XSS, I mean, maybe. I don't keep that close a track. Hey, Danny, how are you doing? I'm going to skewer it. Cocktail cherry or two. Oh man, there's always some deformed ones in the bottom of the jar. I don't know if they've been crushed by the other ones. Anyway, I got my sort of pool water colored drink. And Charlie, you said you were going to do Dry July, and I should send you something non-alcoholic for Dry July. Fucking yum. What a treat. Anyway, I'm all disorientated. I've been switching things up, keeping my life interesting. The cherry is mainly visual. Potentially adds a teeny bit of flavor to a drink, but it's mostly visual. And I like for the cherry to soak up some drink, and then I eat the cherries. I mean, it depends how you do it. Like sitting like that. I mean, the way some people make a Manhattan, they drop a cherry into the glass and it sits at the bottom with a little pool of the syrup, and that would definitely make a difference to the thing. But me doing this, I don't think it's really going to change the flavor. Oh my god, that's so funny. I haven't made a fruity clarified one for a little while. It's very sweet. It's maybe a bit too sweet, but a little bit of sugar now and then. Hey, what's that going to do but give me diabetes? The diabetes. Hello, Madam Butterfly. How are you this evening / morning from your perspective? Yeah, I'm being very fruity tonight, Race. Yeah, we are getting a proper bit of June weather now after weirdly warm first half of the month. As in, oh, climate change is real. 11 feels like 9, and it's supposed to get down. It's only supposed to get down to 8, which is cold, but July, it's going to get much closer to 0 overnight. What are the minimums? Yeah, see, it's getting down to 5. Fucking weekend, Friday through Sunday. Yeah, now see, okay, Friday, that's a June day. Minimum of 5, maximum of 13. That's just fucked. Saturday, 6 and 14. Sunday, 5 and 16. So, yeah, that's 3 pretty fucked days in a row, honestly. But when I say fucked, it's just normal June weather. 5 in yeah, well, Canberra's always fucking colder. Not always, but on average colder than Melbourne. Race to drink Woodstocks in a can. I'm not sure what that means. Charlie, adding cherries takes you one step further away from drinking Woodstock from a can. Sorry, that's the thing there. Okay. That was the reference. I get it. All right. Do that. And my orange peel too. The orange peel does actually add flavor to the drink, but oh wow, this is a really flavorful drink. I've started making. It might be too much. I've started making them with evaporated milk, which works really well. Makes them taste much richer. Might be making it too sweet. Oh well, room for more experimentation, basically. Says Charlie, drinking in Woodstock straight from the can, that's more homeless than homely. So is the Woodstock box made devil helmets for after you finish the wearing what is it, a 12 pack or a 24 pack? The Woodstock comes in so you can put the box over your head and be Ned Kelly. Used to do that as a kid with the paper bags from Woolies, because they're just these square paper bags, and he was like cut holes in them, and I'm Ned Kelly. 12 pack. You got to get a 12 pack and put the box over your head. 25's body armor. Oh god, what was that? It was an American beer. They released a fucking Costco had it. It was this really long box. It had 100 cans in it, and they didn't make it square. It was like a gimmick thing. It was really long. Resistant dates who needed a paper bag. Well, you know, sometimes man's got to do what a man's got to do. Or so men tell me. I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right, Charlie. A 12 pack box is not going over my head. It's got to be a 24, a proper slab to go over my head. Yes. Misspent youth, right? What you know, who doesn't make some questionable judgment calls when they're young, honestly? What even is judgment when you're young? Consequences? What are consequences? I'm just doing a thing. Nothing else could possibly happen. It's just the thing I'm doing. What do you mean the thing I'm doing can result in other things happening afterwards? That doesn't make sense at all. I don't want other things to happen. I just want this thing to happen. Favorite go-to jokes. It's a good one. I mean, and it's not just a joke, it's fucking real. So when you're young enough, Ray's consequences, you're just going, yeah, oh well. It's like, well. Is it if it isn't one of the obvious outcomes based sorry, is it if it isn't the natural result of my poor choices? There is that school of thought, Justin, that says your brain's not fully developed till your mid 20s. Or is that just made up by grumpy old people trying to tell teenagers and early 20 somethings they're stupid as shit? Like being raised in a boarding school. Jokes like that is an attack as a defense mechanism. That's fair. It's okay. I told people at work about Raymond today, and I think that's a natural offshoot of my drunken storytelling about my family on Friday night. That was in my head. Oh, what happened? Because one of my coworkers was talking about families and families being weird. They said, "Look, ask Andrew. He's got 10 siblings." I said, "Well, I've got 9. I'm one of 10." Um, uh, and so I said, "Oh, they technically I have 10 siblings if I count Raymond, my imaginary sibling." And they're like, "What?" And I explained the whole story about how some of my siblings invented another sibling, Raymond. I'm angry and not confused. Why isn't your brain fully developed? Well, I don't. I'm not an expert in neuroscience, Justin. I know there is a school of thought that says, I think it's confirmation bias, Justin, that you're saying there, not science. Or maybe it's just a joke. Maybe you just intend that as a joke. Once you hang out with under 25s, they're less mature. Honey, do you catch up with your parents where they're simply forgetting things about you, so you have to tell them? Not so much. I mean, my dad died when I was 21, so we didn't really have time to get there. The funniest thing with my mum is because I dyed my hair and beard. Like I was dyeing my hair in my 20s when I didn't have to, just to make it really black. And so I was dyeing my hair from my 20s until COVID, and sometime in my 40s, my mum said at one point, like, "Oh, you're the only one whose hair, never got lighter or went grey." When it was like, and because I've got this jet black hair in my mid 40s, She said, yeah, your hair stayed dark. And I went, you know I dye my hair, right? And she hit me for making it look silly. Razor looking for Mr. Beast sponsorship. I don't know why he's got you on ignore, man. What did I do before 25 that I wouldn't do now? I did nothing near as wild as Ray's, but I did do I know Ray's can't answer without repercussions. I did do stuff that's pretty stupid. The occasional sort of hold my beer thing, but even just generally, not thinking things through, embarrassing myself. Yeah, I mean, what drop acid and a few lines of speed and go to a rave all night. I think if I did that now, it would take me a week to recover. And I used to just get up and be absolutely fine the next day. I think I would suffer for about a week if I tried to do that now. Used to do in the 90s in Sydney. But it's the difference of like, doing speed and having fun and having lots of energy and doing speed. And, oh my God, I think I'm dying. I think I'm dying. Don't do drugs, kids. It's not big or clever. Winners don't do drugs. Does everyone remember how the video games used to say that? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I never even rollerbladed when I was young, Rays, because I'm uncoordinated. Absolutely wouldn't do that. Jesus, a fall from a pair of rollerblades. And this is not a joke. This is not exaggeration. If I tried to rollerblade, fell and broke bones, that's like a fucking 6-month recovery. When you're young, you break, even just a serious fracture is fixed in 6 weeks. My age, be lucky to recover in 6 months. You wouldn't meet randoms from the internet, Charlie. When was the last time I did that? Well, pre Mrs. Angry, so 20-something years ago. Doing a hookup with a random from online chat. Ray shouldn't steal a car or a bag. And pirating movies is a crime, yes. Well, just I love your nemesis is going for a seat that One Nation might get. But we all know, like, any seat the Liberals hold in Victoria could get taken by One Nation, honestly. Probably some Labor seats are at risk too, but definitely Liberal seats. Charlie's just meeting group meets. I mean, of course, I did a bunch of the group meetups things. Sorry, Grace, did that ad make you uncomfortable? Say, you wouldn't steal a car. That's the ultimate. You're watching that piracy message on a stolen DVD player. Danny, you remember introduction to dial-up in Mudgee, ICQ as chat program. I used ICQ. Yeah, well, I think I'm older than you, Danny, but I didn't get on the internet till 10 years after I left Dubbo. And yeah, it was ICQ. That's like an instant messenger. The text-based IRC chat was my first online chat. Did use ICQ for a while, not a lot. There was a period about 25 years ago, MSN chat was good. But not meeting online fucks. I'm not exactly sure what you tried to say there. Yeah, no, Res. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the circles you moved in, depending whose house you're in, any number of wild scenarios. Oh, I've got this little thing. I don't even remember which one that was. That's how those. Ooh, I keep forgetting to taste this thing I've got here. Biscoff whiskey. I got to taste it. Decide how long I'm going to leave it. It's already been a week. And that might be enough. Oh, this. Oh, if I miscalculate this, it could have been a disaster. So there's a. It smells more like whiskey than Biscoff. Just this is sediment and whiskey and some light foamy stuff. I don't want the foamy stuff. I want the whiskey. That is really sweet. Okay, I think I'll filter this tomorrow. And I don't know my barrel actually. When you shake it up, it's just all. But yes, I think I'll filter that tomorrow. And then maybe put it in a barrel. Oh, nice. Charlie use ICQ for passwords. ICQ. Oh, they just all did. There's a thing about making money. Yeah, IRC was on the computer and text based, and yes, was the original emojis that were all text characters, emoticons we called them then. Anyway, I forget which one this is. I'm doing all these flavored things at the moment. Also making some new syrup because I'm almost out of my liqueur. Come on, and touch me now. Get some sugar syrup in myself. Put that in there. Now, how much of this stuff is there? No, that's enough. Don't want to overdo it. It's only a Tuesday night. Some bitters. Let us do the bitters. Okay. Okay. MIRC had skins Winamp. Oh, Winamp skins. I was really into the skins on Winamp. Justin's turned 37. Someone on Facebook said kids. Oh, that's such you and your baby face, Justin. Oh man, I got so many flavor things on the go now. Got my Tonka bean flavored whiskey. Yeah, Tuesday night. That's true. It's look, shift. I pretend I'm a shift worker and it's my weekend. Oh. God, I don't even know what I got on at work tomorrow. Who knows? Oh, I think that's the apple. Tasting it now. That is my homemade apple brandy. Home matured apple brandy. Very appley flavor. Anyway, what's that video? Are you talking about video chat now? Don't know that they've had good video chat. That was so hard to get for a while. He's took a day off for doctors and the eye doctors. Now in bed watching Southland. Nice. Southland. Yeah, my excitement this week is I decided to try driving straight to Caulfield Station in the morning and getting an express train into work. And it worked. Like, they're free car park. And I went in the first Monday going in, and this is like before 7 a.m. and going all the way along and like, oh my God, it looks empty. But then there was like a dozen spaces right at the end. Okay. And then I went in today and drove along, and I really thought there were no spaces left. Got right to the end. There were like four spaces. So I thought, oh Jesus, that was close. Almost didn't make that. All right, Winamp had a library that had Shoutcast. Okay, I don't remember using that. Charisse, do I want to know what that phrase means? All the Thai green curry came out. that sounds very disturbing. That's a potentially innocent phrase or a potentially terrible phrase. Right. It was the terrible version. I thought you were saying that. So Charlie's saying Shoutcast was like Winamp streaming. Okay. Oh God, still waiting on the carrot bus. You're a bad man, Rays. Danny, what do I do for work? No. It's I work in cybersecurity. In compliance and assurance, in that I make sure other people are doing the things they're meant to do to be cyber safe. Hey, have you ever tried disaster recovery testing? I've been running sessions, which I've really enjoyed, and they've all been online. Like, everyone's been online, and I go like, okay, imagine this happened. What are you going to do? And I give them scenarios, and people pick an answer. And I go, okay, well, the right answer is this. And then it's like, okay, now this thing you're doing that's absolutely vital to your work, imagine the following things happened. And it's like, someone stupid, like clearly no one here, someone else stupid who has admin access, clicked on a link and got the credentials compromised. Bad guy comes in and just like starts deleting all your data. What are you going to do now? Do you have backups? What do you do if the backups don't work? I check people's work until they're already kinda. How do you think you disliked Winamp? I love the visualizers. Oh, Jesus, Danny, I love a fucking flowchart. I really do. That's how I explain things. I use the really simple ones. Some people do really complicated ones, and I go, no, mine are just going to be really simple. Step, decision, result, step, decision. I only use about 3 different visuals when I do a flowchart. But yeah, running the scenarios is fun. It's like Dungeons and Dragons, but work. I even say that to them. It's like, hey, has anyone here played Dungeons and Dragons? If you have, I'm the dungeon master, and you're all playing characters, and we're going to have random encounters with monsters. In our case, it's hackers. And you got to use spells, as in bring out your backups for your data when it gets deleted. Charlie, I like the skins and the visualizers on the old MP3 players. It's fun. Okay, Justin, you're deeper into government stuff than me. What's an orange book? Government's got to make an orange book for elections. I never actually used Napster, Ray. A lot of CDs, but no actual Napster. The first illegal MP3 I got someone actually emailed to me, and it was Nine Inch Nails, The Perfect Drug. That was the first dodgy MP3 I ever had in my life. First bootleg burned CD, I didn't get it. My girlfriend at the time got it from one of her friends. Was The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Is it weird that I remember these things? I think it's a bit weird that I remember these things. Oh yeah, no, Ray's that emailing, and this was dial-up, so it was probably a pretty low bit rate MP3, but it was via dial-up, so it was sent to me as an attachment on an email, and I don't remember how long it took to download. I used Songbird way back. Danny, yeah, Sydney in the late 80s, early 90s. Did a little bit of misadventure. Oh, no one really remembers. Well, I don't know. A lot of people don't remember or never knew why Rickrolling was a thing. A lot of people go, oh, Rickrolling is you surprise someone by playing them. Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up. Yeah, but it was back in the days of dial-up, where people were using things like Napster and whatnot, and they would see the file and it was the latest hot download, the thing they wanted, like, hot new single.mp3, and it took you, depending on your connection, somewhere between 5 minutes and an hour to download an entire song. And Rickrolling was to relabel Never Gonna Give You Up as whatever the hot download was that everyone wanted. And so they waste a whole bunch of time and bandwidth downloading, finally got the song I wanted, and they hit play and it goes, and that was Rickrolling. And it was funny because you wasted between 10 minutes and an hour of someone's life while they waited for this to come down. Suggesting before elections, public service produces a red book if Labor wins, blue book if the Liberals. Okay, that's not something I've ever heard. Maybe that's federal. I don't know. Books contain details on policy implementation, or maybe that's above my pay grade. Who knows? But yeah, so when people know what Rickrolling is, they go, oh, it's tricking people into listening to Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up. But they don't understand the real art of Rickrolling, wasting a whole bunch of someone's time just for them to get Never Gonna Give You Up, Never Gonna Let You Down. It's the one thing. Rick Astley will lend you any of his DVDs, and particularly he's a big fan of Pixar. He'll lend you any of his DVDs except for one. Charlie never got rickrolled to a YouTube. Damn. So if One Nation wins, they'll need to elect a major to run it. Like green students will be blue. Maybe. I do not work in policy. That is absolutely true. That's DGS, Department of Government Services. I don't want to work for them. Too much pressure. You know what I found? Because now the Mandalorian movie is tanked. These ridiculous tie-in drinks that I've been drinking are now being sold really cheap. So I've picked up some more. They're half price at the moment. They're probably going to get cheaper than that. Danny, the new Rickrolling, one might say, is tagging an Indian scammer. Scam baiting. But yeah, you're only doing that to bad people. Oh, you hated any song that was a parody was labeled Weird Al. Yeah. No, Weird Al is Weird Al. And Madonna Ciccone is still at large. Trying to be a little bit. Mrs. Angry hadn't seen these before. I thought she had. When I pulled them out of a shopping bag the other day, she's like, "What's that?" And I explained they were times with the Mandalorian. And she looked at them. And just as she looked, I went, "Oh, yeah, no, the names are stupid as hell." And she's going, "Hyperspace Fizz." And I went, "Yeah." It's like either named for or by an 8-year-old. That's ridiculous. Yeah, well, John McAfee wasn't. Oh God, John McAfee was a dangerous person. One of my um, favorite podcasts, Behind the Bastard, had done several episodes on John McAfee, and the most recent ones, which were actually years ago, were John McAfee isn't funny anymore because he's not really funny. He ended up being quite a dangerous person. And his antivirus stuff was a straight up fucking scam, would actually infect your computer to make you pay more. So, what is Southland actually? Ray saying you're watching it. I am unfamiliar with that. I've been watching For All Mankind. Ugh. Now I'm working from home for the rest of the week. I'll probably get to finish Your Friends and Neighbors in my lunch hour. By Friday, I think I'll have finished it. I think I've only got 2 or 3 episodes left. I find it quite entertaining. Capers. I like movies or shows where they're capers. Ocean's 11 type stuff. Stuff in Your Friends and Neighbors isn't as complicated as Ocean's 11, but there's a bit of fun in there with the caper and the twists and turns and how's it going to turn out. It's a younger Gen X, older millennial midlife crisis show. Although not that much younger, because I think John Hamm's like 55. So maybe it's just Gen X, it's not millennial. It's Gen X midlife crisis. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. So we're releasing videos one day after the other. Wednesday for movie of the week and Thursday for a whole Laserdisc thing. And then this Sunday we're back to a new whole Laserdisc thing episode. Nice. So how busy was CBD? Yeah, about normal. I did go out and about, and it's about normal. And now I've decided, this week I was doing something different, and so I was getting on the train that goes through the new stations. Justin, have they voted in a new UKPM yet? Because they're all talking as that guy they were calling King of the North. He's actually, as opposed to Sir Keir Starmer. God, that's so fucked. The idea that a Sir being the Labour leader is such fucking bullshit. That guy sucked so fucking hard. But the guy they were touting, I have no idea if it's official yet, but yeah, he's a Manchester guy, a northerner. They call him King of the North. Might actually introduce proper Labour support working class policies. There that could defang Nigel Farage's fucking scam party. Ugh. Yeah, everyone's backing this particular guy. He apparently was an MP. He was minister under Gordon Brown and in opposition with Jeremy Corbyn, and then he resigned from Parliament. He apparently got elected 3 times Mayor of Manchester, which is the London of the North. And everyone was saying, like, yeah, he just has to stand for a by-election and get into Parliament, then he can fuck over Keir Starmer. So yeah, he's apparently the guy, and maybe he'll be halfway decent. Who fucking what was that? That's like 6 British prime ministers in 10 years, which is pretty fucking wild, honestly. What a shit show. But wait and see. Like, got Fern elections coming up. I'm almost sure the media trying to stir up shit in Victoria, saying, "Oh, there's people who want to overthrow the premier before the election." I'm almost sure that's bullshit. I find the media who go for that sort of thing really fucking contemptible. Like, oh god, they really got their rocks off that they worked in derailing Rudd and then subsequently derailing Gillard. It's just fuck. I agree, Justin. Actually, Brexit broke England, and yes, Starmer was Sir Keir Starmer before he was Prime Minister, and it's just fucked and wrong having a Labour leader being Sir anything. Get absolutely fucked with that Tory shit. So if you saw a car with a white number plate, unwanted, I don't know. There is just such an absurd number of personalized plates. Oh, look, I'm going to show you a picture I took because I thought it was funny. This lime green Suzuki, the number plate is pig car. That's white with black writing and Japanese characters on it. The Japanese characters apparently just say Victoria. Did Credlin break his throat? No, she's not that important. We certainly got knocked about by the whole fucking Tony Abbott era. Charlie, I hated how Keir promised left-leaning positive to John. Oh, Keir Starmer was a piece of fucking shit. I don't know what you mean by that question, Safa. Where's that car from? I took a picture of it in a car park. It's just a Suzuki. Hey, Kelty, how are you going? Old school radical socialist comedian Alexei Sayle had a poem that was just called "I fucking hate Keir Starmer." It's so good because he was just a piece of shit. You like this? See, okay, you're only seeing this. This is actually weird. This is like 4XL or something. It was on sale. It's really cheap. It's like a tent. But besides that, look, see, there's color down there. There's a martini. A martini with palm trees is weird, though. But anyway. Danny, did Barnaby jump on One Nation real quick? He likes jumping on things. Yes, while being against gay marriage because of the sanctity of marriage, trotting his family out while he was fucking a staffer. Oh my God. Celtic had eggs and rice. What did Saf have? I had pasta bake with mushroom, onion, and chicken, and it was pretty good. Yes, Justin, I do remember the thing that everyone thought was incredibly stupid. Abbott brought back knighthoods and gave one to Prince Philip. It was like, that guy's head is so far up his ass. It's ridiculous. And he's so sure he's coming back to be a force in politics, despite how much he was humiliated by overstaying his welcome. Anyway, I'm glad you think black is sexy. Well, I mean, yeah, black is very Melbourne. This is maybe the blackest of my cocktail shirts, but I got some that are fairly black. I'm black, y'all. Again, the tie-in with the Mandalorian and Grogu with those drinks might have been stupid, and the names might be stupid. Don't mind the drinks, though. Good to pace myself. Working on the shop, nice. So you got to get. You still doing stock taking? Do you do end of financial year stuff? Neville Bartos vibe? Nice. Celtic, drinking Jim Beam and Jack Daniels. I'm having a soft drink at the moment. My Mandalorian themed soft drink. I was drinking. Look at the color on this. Look at the fucking color. This clarified cocktail. I love the color they go when you do blue curacao. I've got to get a really red liqueur. Maybe a strawberry liqueur or something. I don't know, South Africa is you black. Well, you want to be connected in South Africa because I think the ANC is still in power. Justin Abbott's daughter works in the Prime Minister's department. Your friend's seen her. Yeah. Strange things happen in this world of ours. I mean, the hypocrisy of someone. I don't know. Maybe she's rejected her father's shit. I actually don't know what her relationship with her father's like. Oh, so stock take starts Friday, Saturday. Got 30 orders to process. Keeping you busy. God, what's your favorite? Yours is Pepsi. Used to be Coke. I'm a Pepsi Max guy, but it's caffeinated. I'm not going to drink caffeine this late at night. So I found a whole bunch of no sugar things to drink at night. Oh, you need pictures of the discs we did for the vid. Yeah, fair enough. Ooh, I have an idea. I've still got the cola beer, cola beer that you sent me, Charlie. I think I'm going to turn it into a syrup because I'm making some of the spiced apple syrup tomorrow. I think after I make that, I might boil the cola beer down into a syrup and add the apple and spices to it, spiced cola syrup. Oh, I know, Justin. Technically, the public service is apolitical, but I'm just saying it's hypocritical. If she is like into her dad's politics, it's grossly hypocritical for someone with Liberal Party sensibilities to work in the public service. Celtic also in the Pepsi Max. If you drink the full sugar version, well, that's the reason I don't drink the sugar versions because I'm drinking too much sugar. I used to, sort of back in the 90s, drink Jolt Cola, which you can't even get anymore. But for quite a while, it was quite easy to get Jolt Cola at 7-Elevens. Twice the sugar and twice the caffeine and all the sugar because you're worth it. And I just decided I need to stop consuming all this sugar. And it was literally a coin toss between, do I drink Diet Coke or Pepsi Max? And they're like, okay, Pepsi Max actually has more caffeine. So I'm going to drink Pepsi Max. And I've been on that ever since. Danny, you like the vanilla one? I always try when they bring out flavored Pepsi Maxes. I always try them. Like the recent one, the strawberries and cream, inspired by the traditional lolly, the strawberries and cream lolly. It absolutely fucking tastes like the strawberries and cream lolly. It's really weird. It is super friggin' weird how much it tastes like the strawberry and cream lolly. Ha! Danny, Tab Cola, that's the 70s. That was an Australian ad for Tab Cola. Was Elle Macpherson's first major bit of modelling that everyone saw. There's a bit of trivia for you. Just you say it's hypocritical for someone special needs background to support hard right of the Liberal Party. Yeah, well, I think you've fairly well established that dude's a hypocrite, Justin. Charlie, you get a box of Jolt Cola from the factory. Nice. Oh, yeah, Jolt Cola was actually expensive. Because you get fair Pepsi because Coke tastes like watered down cola. Oh, that's another blast from the past, Charlie. Miller Yellow. But you know what I realized recently, of course, because you can get syrup for your Soda Stream at the various colas, well, Pepsi anyway, and of course you could just make it strong for extra. But I actually got an energy drink syrup from the supermarket recently. It's relatively new, Rockstar. And I made it up, like, with the carbonator, and it actually tastes pretty good. But I was like, oh, we were having this conversation earlier about what you would have done under 25 that you wouldn't do now. Probably drink the syrup. Like, literally just get cola syrup from the supermarket that's meant to go in a Soda Stream, and just drink the syrup to get an absurd hit of caffeine. Ow. That's something I probably would have done when I was under 25. Definitely won't do it now. This is Kathy. Okay. Justin posted a Kathy Wilcox comic about British Prime Minister Starmer resigning. PM demonstrates danger of standing in the middle of the road. Getting hit by a bus, but here's the new guy. We'll see if the new guy is any good. He said I fucking hate Keir Starmer, so... Oh, dear. Again, Charlie saying Mellow Yellow, I just remember the ad for it. It was like, look out, Mel. Watch out, hips. I'm bringing the world's fastest soft drink to my lips. And the ridiculous Solo Man ads are competing, which is still around. Mellow Yellow isn't. Solo's still around. You think the guy in the bus is meant to be Farage? It's a fucking shit caricature of Farage, if that's who it's supposed to be. It doesn't even remotely suggest Farage to me. Also, I don't know what the other... Actually, I think the guy who's likely to be PM has glasses. So You may well be right, Justin. But I am also right in that that's a very shit representation of Nigel Farage. In fact, Nigel Farage should just be represented by a big steaming pile of shit because he's fucking filth, that guy. Liar, hypocrite, scammer. And he has worked out how to get fucking morons who are too stupid to know he's scamming them to vote for him. I don't actually have any sympathy for them because they're evil pieces of shit. But they are being lied to and they are being manipulated. And they will not get what they think they're getting. Same as the whole Brexit thing that Farage and others promoted. They didn't actually want it. They were just riding it as political opportunists. They didn't expect the vote to go through because it's been a fucking economic catastrophe for England. Same as Trump didn't expect to get elected president, didn't want to be elected president, was just doing it to raise his profile and do the thing. And the rest of the Republican Party were fucking useless, and he beat them for the nomination and then beat Hillary Clinton. Danny, talking about songs and jingles, when you hear Stacey's Mom's Got It Going On, the bloke playing the drums with the dildos. Nice. Well, again, yeah, different ethnic minorities supporting one nation is ridiculous. Justin, you think some people hate Trump but support Hanson? Stupid people, Justin. Stupid people. Oh, yeah, no, Safa. Trump looked so fucking depressed when he won the first time. It was absolutely bizarre how depressed he looked to have won. Oh, dear. But again, honestly, Hanson is not as dishonest as Farage or Trump. She is dishonest. She will not help people. She will betray a whole bunch of people who think she's the real deal. She's not as dishonest as fucking Farage or Trump, though. Just Melania was great. I think Melania just cries every morning she wakes up and Trump's not dead yet. You know, she entered into a transaction that she expected to pay off about 10 years ago, I think. Like, how the fuck is he still alive? He's like 80. He's so out of shape. And he's under so much stress. It's just like, well, we're almost halfway through the year, but we still got 6 months for my bet. You won't see out the year. Danny, what legitimate following do I think One Nation has? Again, with a great big asterisk, I don't know what I'm fucking talking about. I think this whole thing about One Nation being high in the polls, I do not think that's going to convert to significant, sustained electoral success. There's every chance I'm wrong. But my take is there's a difference between people being polled and saying, oh, I'm sort of looking like One Nation, and coming to election day and them winning enough votes to win seats. I think it's very difficult. Celtic, I think all people are liars. Politics does attract some very venal people, though. And yeah, Charlie, it's all bots. I thankfully I don't click on those things, so I don't get the endless One Nation bot videos and posts on Facebook. But Jesus Christ. Justin, you think JD Vance would be a scary president? I don't know. Is it scary because he's more intelligent than Trump? Because he is. Because Trump is stupid as fuck, quite honestly. I don't know. It's impossible to know. Like, so much stuff has happened in the last 10, 20 years that I never would have believed possible. It's just like, well, I just don't know. Are things going to get worse? Are they going to get better? I don't fucking know. It's everything. Everything's cuckoo crazy, man. And I have no idea what comes next. I'm just considering a beverage. All my beverages. What beverage could I try? I'm kind of tempted to do something with that brandy, seeing I found extra bottles of my favorite Spice Christmas brandy for just like really fucking cheap. Hey Noog, how are you going, man? So if your Facebook community group has heaps of One Nation bots, even though the rules note politics, yes. Apparently, Justin, no subsequent president gets the new Air Force One plane because it's a personal gift to Trump and he takes it when he leaves. Again, the corruption. Trump and his family and their companies have corruptly scored billions of dollars. It's quite freaky, the naked corruption they're doing. Celtic, by beverage, do you mean alcoholic beverage? I guess, because we were already established I drink Pepsi Max on the non-alcohol front. My favorite cocktail is an old-fashioned. And I can make that with various things. Thinking of, as I said, making one with the spiced Christmas brandy. Noog, you're buzzing. BTB is finally getting to Ian Douglas Smith, aka the man who unknowingly paved away from Mugabe. Holy shit. All right. Oh, that would have been an interesting one for them. Because he's done stuff on Rhodesia before. Former Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe. Ooh, that actually sounds really interesting. I'll have to check. I've actually really slacked. I haven't been listening to many podcasts at all. I still listen to Blind Boy all the time. Sometimes rewatchables, sometimes Behind the Bastards. But yeah, that one sounds interesting. I have to remember to check it out. Just saying, transfer doesn't happen or is reversed. If you, the government, has it, might as well just use it. Again, my understanding of Trump and his jet is it's Trump's, it's not the government's. But yeah, it'd be simpler if he just fucking died. And this is not me covering my ass. Like people joke about the various attempts or pseudo attempts on Trump's life. It's a bad idea. The idea of someone assassinating Trump is bad. That would only have bad outcomes. I mean, I am against political violence anyway. And this is not me just covering my ass or anything. I think it's actively bad. I also think it's inevitable Trump's just going to die from natural causes. And the lunatic fringe of his support group, which is about 50% of his support group, will just see conspiracies in that as well. Anyway. And he's talking bleak shit. I think if I'm going to make something with a whiskey, all the whiskey is here. What do I do? Wait, what's still in this? Okay, so that's the that one. Okay, so that's the upshot. Do I even remember what I did with the upshot? Not really. I'm just barrel aging it. And that's a really strong cocktail. All right. Brandy elephant. Oh, I think I'll put a bit of orange liqueur in here too, actually. All right, let's do that. Little bit of sugar syrup in my life. Blood orange context. We're almost back into blood orange season. I think in a month or so. Blood orange season. I'll buy a big bag of blood oranges and make my annual blood orange liqueur because that's about 2/3 gone. I can finish that off. Und brandy. And I think orange bitters. Sort of sidecar-y, old-fashioned. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Wow 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 wow. Orange bitters. Da, 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 the fuck is that noise? So, actually, I'm just gonna look. Does Trump keep? So the context is the jet is supposed to be donated to his presidential library. I'm like, it's just so fucking stupid. You think it's Foxtel? Actually, when we first had Foxtel connected, the guy crawled under the house, so I could believe he was still trapped under the house. But it did get changed to a satellite dish a while ago. It sounded like a cat, sort of. Oh, yeah, that awful sound cats make when they have sex. It stopped, so I don't know what it was. Very weird, though. All right, let's go. Oh, fuck yeah. That's really good. Oh, damn. Damn. That's good. Okay. I regret nothing. Some mighty fine beverage making on my part. You know what I could do? I could show. I got Charlie to look at this earlier. So I did 2 versions of this intro for a video. I was asking everyone which one you think is a better, 1 or 2. Yeah, look. Is that? Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Make it a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. That's what she said.
So Say everybody haven't seen my balls, they're big,
frozen and clear.
If you ever need a pick me up, just stick my balls
in your glass. Stick it in your glass.
Say everybody haven't seen my balls.
They're big and frozen and clear.
If you ever need a pick me up.
Just stick my balls in your glass. So those were the two intros I was experimenting with for a video about my balls, my clear ice balls. It's like two of Narrow's tobacconists down. It's like because they were selling the illegal stuff. Yeah, they're all run by criminal cartels or controlled by criminal gangs. We live in strange times where criminals outpace the law and law's not going to change. Safa, fair use, because also just like a couple of seconds. It's nothing to worry about. But yes, it's not enough to get caught out, I think. There's one that kind of sounds smoother that's done to because they turned that into a full song for the South Park album, like 25 years ago. And I was tempted to use that version, but there is actually more music in that version. So I decided to use the original one. Oh yeah, Celtic, yeah. 2 of them were shut down for selling the illegal tobacco. Every fucking tobacconist sells illegal stuff. I got a sister who's still a smoker, and she was visiting recently, and she had illegal cigarettes that she got in Dubbo. And it's just like, going to the place and you go, what are the cheapest cigarettes you have? And they're showing like legal ones. Oh, these ones again. No. What are the cheapest cigarettes you have? And she has this brand which I associate with England, but I think they're actually manufactured and packaged in Asia. So they're packaged up like a packet of cigarettes from the 80s. Like there's no health warning on them. And they don't cost $40 a packet. I think I had a little rant about this the other day, but because just scrolling through YouTube shorts, and there was this really fucking stupid one by these shit for brains, fucked in the head American 20-somethings. But do you know how expensive cigarettes are in Australia? This is like $50, like $3 a cigarette. And it's like, tax, it's all tax. It's great. And it's like, tax. It's like, it's done to try and discourage people from smoking, you fucking idiot. And it's just like, a couple of fuckwits thinking they're making a point, but missing the point of the thing. Copyright. Sorry. So the copyright is like the Wild West now on YouTube. They care more about fucking Jews. Oh dear. Celtic, last time you looked at 20-pack was $39 or $45. Yeah. It's just like, this video pissed me off so much because if they'd had acknowledged the reason the price is that high is because these are a terrible health problem, and then you can still argue and go, I think people should be able to smoke. I don't think it's right that the government's making a moral choice and charging things. But it's like they're too fucking stupid to understand why the tax is that high. Charlie, 246 days smoke-free thanks to the tax. Good for you. Because it's bad for you and fucks up your quality of life and potentially kills you. Even if it doesn't radically shorten your life. It fucks up your quality of life. Celtic, smoke free for 12 years. Good for you, man. He got fat. Fat and happy, Charlie. That's the way to go. Lungs thanks to taxes. Yeah, it's the same as like more than half the cost of alcohol in Australia is tax, and it's a sin tax. As much as I love the booze, it's a social ill. While I'm sure medical authorities would want to have words to me about the amount I do drink, I'm not drinking myself into the ground. I'm not antisocial. I'm sober most of the time. Oh, Mark's watching To Kill a Mockingbird now. Yeah, I'm probably not going to watch it till the weekend. It's another one that I'm pretty sure Mrs. Angry will watch with me. And I think there was another one. Oh, yeah, no. I told her about the Nick and Nora one too. So I think we're probably going to watch To Kill a Mockingbird together and the Thin Man stuff together. Safa, I also have never smoked. Yeah, I'm not drinking alone. I'm with you. I always want to channel the Homer Simpsons thing where Marge is saying, like, this quiz, do you have an alcohol problem? It's like, Homie, do you ever drink alone? He goes, does the Lord count? And no. Oh, then yes. But I legit don't drink. Like if I'm not socializing. This is socializing. Onnomi, as the Japanese call it, online drinking. If I'm out with Mrs. Angry or someone else, I don't. Not that I think it's intrinsically bad to do occasionally, but I don't sit at home alone and drink. I'm just not into it. When I drink alone is if I'm like after work one day, if I'm doing cocktail bar hopping like last Friday, which is why the Friday night stream was relatively short. I bailed at midnight because I was pre-gaming, going to cocktail bars before I got home. Celtic, you drink on your own, being intoxicated. I mean, so long as you don't do it to the point of ruin. So Charlie Siggy's in Russia. Had to scam with a Geiger counter. They might have come from Chernobyl, which is actually in Ukraine. Okay, actually, I'm going to look this up. It's Bass and Flinders, the Christmas gin, yeah? Yeah, it is. Okay. Bass and Flinders Distillery. If I look at their shop, I'll show you what I'm looking at, just so you know. This is one of the places we go. Yes, I'm true. This is on the Mornington. No, this is the Bellarine Peninsula, out past Geelong. Bass and Flinders Distillery, creep to glass. Oh, also, they make brandies because there's a lot of wineries around there, so they distill wine to make brandy. And they make gins. Their gins are pretty good. Where's the shop? Wait, shop. Okay, so they do gins, Maritime Gin, Orient Gin, Pinot Noir Gin, Apple Brandy, Limoncello, another brandy. So that Apple Brandy, that would be wine brandy, Noble Stranger. Fine brandy, $240 for that aged brandy. More gin, wild and spicy. Monsoon gin, cerise gin, Lamington gin, Angry Ant gin. There are actually ants in that gin. Genevieve gin, made for gin. XO brandy, $199. That's not as expensive as the other one. Mistel Rouge. Mistel. Eau de vie. See, I'm tempted to get it. That's an unaged grape spirit. So that's like an unaged brandy. I'm really tempted to get some of that. $66 a bottle and age it in my barrel of a house brandy. I see. Okay, so there's special Christmas brandy. Fucking $130. Holy shit. I thought it was 120, 130. There was a bottle shop in the city, had it on clearance for like 70 odd. That's almost, I've got to go back and get another one if they've still got it. That's so fucking cheap. Oh my God. So it's normally 130 and I just got a bottle for like 70 odd. Damn. Yeah, Safra is from Ukraine. Celtic, you're safe. The drinking, don't do it too often. Family history of alcohol-related deaths, yeah. Oh, no, you don't want fucking cirrhosis, man. That's bad. Yeah. As much as I've now got like a bottle and a half of that brandy, now that I realize how fucking cheap this place is selling it for, I feel like I'm going to go back and get another bottle. So, damn. That's what I love. All the bottle shops do this unadvertised clearance thing, stuff they want to get rid of off their shelves. And sometimes you just stumble onto something really good. Are you going to send booze-wise? I don't know. I don't know what you've got. So if you have a safe relationship with alcohol, what I'm comfortable with is I can stop if I want to or need to. And because I've had that example in the last couple of years, when I've had COVID, I haven't felt a compulsion to drink for the week or two that I'm recovering from COVID. And when I had to have antibiotics, I think it was 10 days, and the doctor's like, yeah, don't drink alcohol with this. Yeah, okay. I won't drink for 10 days, 2 weeks. Oh, yeah, send me a pic, Charlie. Definitely. Oh. Dang, y'all. So, yeah. I'm not planning to go back into the city until next week. But who knows? It's a strange and mysterious world, and anything can happen. God, Charlie, just talking about the Star Wars. How many months ago did we get the first of the limited ones? Because that's every 3. I don't think it was 3 months ago. It's like every 3 months they release 2 bottles on the drop. Stuff that no one else can get. God, saw VD, Marriott Park, across the road from McDee's, being spoken to by the police. I'm sure he was respectful to them. Is my neighborhood friendlier than CBD? My neighborhood's fucking quiet. I will tell you that much. I don't find the CBD unfriendly, but my neighborhood is definitely quiet. Celtic, have I received any mail? Have I got? Look, funny you should ask. I've got one I haven't opened. This is one of the ones you signed me up for. Is this a letter where they're saying, hey, why don't you send us money? And my answer will be, because fuck you, that's why. What are they telling me? Ooh, return this card to receive your free booklet entitled Spiritual Warfare. I mean, that sounds like fun. They're in Clarendon, South Australia. Okay. Greetings from Charlotte, North Carolina. Why is there so much evil in their world? Why war? Why children abused? Why terrorism? Twice a year, we offer a free resource. You may be thinking, if it's free, it can't be worth much. However, what we give away is of greater value than gold and silver. Closer to home, do you struggle with enslaving addictions? Drugs, smoking, vaping, uncontrolled areas, pornography? Yes. Sexual addiction, well, sex. With your mum. Do you recognize you tend to be negative or gossipy? Want to change? What's wrong with this picture? You want our brand new resource, Spiritual Warfare. Shows there's a real spirit personage leading the course of the world. Bible reveals a real devil, no cartoon figure. Jesus tells us wicked spirit being the ruler of the world. Apostle Paul explains he has ministers. Many of you sung the popular hymn, Onward Christian Soldiers. The Bible says we're meant to be soldiers. The introduction to spiritual warfare explains what lies ahead. First chapters, we part the veil to reveal the hidden spiritual world that few acknowledge and few understand. You know what I think I've always thought would be an interesting idea? Trying to make a good movie out of shitty Christian fiction, notably the Armageddon stuff, the Left Behind stuff. I think the story is interesting enough. Like, what if 10% of the world's population just vanished? Because as I understand it, like the rapture, the faithful being lifted bodily up to heaven, it's only a percentage of the faithful who go up to heaven. But not everyone who gets left behind is going to go to hell by definition. They're actually left behind to prove themselves and fight against the Antichrist and the forces of evil. I think you could legit create a good story around that. Like, not have it explicit, but have it ambiguous. Why did these people vanish? You've got the evangelicals going, it's the end days. They've been taken up and we've been left behind. And, fascism rises or whatever is the trauma, and people are fighting against it, and having some ambiguity around what's actually happening. I don't know. I think you could actually do a good story around that. You have some books from the Presbyterian Church. Charlie sounds like this is the end. Well, that's that is literally just Armageddon, though. But I like the idea of a story where it's ambiguous. Like, there's enough weirdness that the evangelicals are sure that the people who vanished were taken up in the rapture and the end days are on us. Sorry, big yawn just in. And more rational people are like, yeah, I don't know if that's what happened, but also I am going to fight against this fascist who's rising to power. There's scope, is what I'm saying. I'm going to have another non-alcoholic drink, but a different flavor. Come here. So this is the other one, the Galactic Lemonade. Embarrassingly stupid names. It's also makes me wonder, when's the Mandalorian and Grogu going to be available on digital? I feel like pretty soon, honestly. Oh, I missed some messages, did I, Charlie? That's okay. That's the thing that happens. I get distracted. Oh, right. April 27th was the last batch. So it's April, May, June. So it's not going to be till the end of July. Okay. I see. You're not angry, I'm angry? Oh, yeah, Celtic. Yeah, definitely. Buying the DVD from the op shops is the way to go. Physical media, man. Something that you always have. And Charlie's actually pointed out that sometimes the op shops actually have very difficult to get physical media. People don't realize that the stuff that's in the places is quite sought after. Oh, you sent me messages on Discord. Okay. Hang on a second. I got... Oh, you did send me extra messages. Massages. Like, and now, oh, nice. Whiskey messages. My favorite sorts of messages. Messages about whiskey. Charlie, you got the Blu-ray of The Fall 2005 on Blu-ray. Nice. And it goes for $200 on collector sites. Damn. Kelsey, you like the religious books? The one from the op shops, usually ones that are out of print. I actually, see, I asked AI to tell me at one point, because I'm very interested in the idea of the devil and how and when that story is created. And I'm interested in both the stories that were told by religions and the fictional things, because you get all these different names, and some people say they're the same and some people say they're different, like Satan, Lucifer, the devil, Beelzebub. Some people say they're all the same and some people say they're different entities, and there's other devils and demons, Asmodeus. I used to know a few other ones. But yeah, I actually, just asked a chatbot, like, I'm interested in the concept of the devil, how it's been told in religion, how it's been told in fiction, and under all explanation of all the different names, the devil, Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub. What are some good books? And it did actually give me both fiction and non-fiction books that I was quite interested in. So, Charlie, you get whole forgotten DVs. Dracula 2000. You don't see them at the mainstream shops, but you can find them at op shops. Yeah. The other thing about op shops, cocktail glasses. You get cocktail people are super into going to op shops to find unusual glassware. I look, my glassware is down. That's my main glassware, but there's also look, you can see it there. There's glassware in the cupboard of mystery, the cupboard of wonders. It's not a cupboard of mystery anymore. Look, I'll see. There's more glassware up there. So I already have significantly more glassware than I use on the regular. I've got I've got two different sorts of coupes, my Nicanora glasses. I got small rocks glasses and large rocks glasses. I got big tiki goblets. I got martini glasses. My special glasses and my tasting glasses. And up there I've got highballs. A lot of shot glasses up there, actually. So I've already got more glassware than I use. But yeah, my internet friends who do cocktail stuff, they tell me that they just keep finding stuff in op shops. And yeah, I've seen stuff in op shops and gone, ooh, those are nice, interesting glasses. It's like, I'm not going to use them. I've already got more glass. And for a cocktail person, I have a fairly modest collection of glassware. But it's still more than I use on the regular. I actually, they're not that expensive, but I've got a series of glasses. And I got them from the Bitters Lab, my favorite store in Melbourne. Don't know how much this, oh yeah, it does show up. See that like lace work etched into this, my old fashioned glass. I've got a set. I've got old fashioned glasses, a Nicanora, martini glass, and a highball that all have that etching. They're like made by the same people. They're my favorite glasses with the etching on them. Oh yeah, no, Celtic, you definitely find stuff that can't be found elsewhere at the op shops. Looking for a 1984 edition of the Jehovah's Witness Bible, which has been out of print since the 2013 one. Right. So what were the J-dubs saying different 40 years ago? It's actually pretty nice. I like my chemical flavored drinks. No sugar. Just lots of chemicals. Actually, what is the ingredients? I need more light. My old eyes, the letters are too small. Ingredients: low jewel mystery flavored lemonade, carbonated water, just flavors, food acid, sweetener, colors. So nothing that they don't even have name. It's got flavors, acid, sweetener, color. it's look, bro, it's just chemicals, man. Don't think about it too much. It's just a bunch of chemicals. There's no actual like food ingredients we can tell you about. It's water and chemicals. Hi. That's fine by me. I'll freaking live with just drinking chemicals. I'm just looking at, because I fucking forget stuff that I've got, quite honestly. So, okay, tomorrow I think I'm gonna. Oh look, it actually takes a while for this to separate. You see, it's starting to separate there. It's like an hour ago I shook this up, and it's still mostly shook up. But by the morning, it'll do that separation thing again. I did see the pictures of your open bottles, Charlie. Very tempting. No, I didn't. Oh, okay. Which ones do I still have from the last time you sent me? I still have the Starward Single Barrel and the Bunnahabhain. I've tasted both of these, but I haven't finished them. I finished the Dolce. You sent me Dolce last time. Sending me a box. Oh, nice. Danny, everyone be honest. You ever looked at a hard copy photo in a magazine, went to room, pinch it with your fingers? Okay. I'm not sure exactly what you're doing. John 17, verse 3 said, "This means everlasting life, taking knowledge of you." 2013 edition says, "Taking the knowledge of you." Okay, yeah. They do word it. Yep, no, Danny, I'm not sure exactly what you're saying. A hard copy photo in a magazine. Oh, right. No. Like, okay, you want to zoom it like you would on a touch screen. I can only say no because I just haven't been reading magazines. It's probably the only reason I haven't done it. So it changes from impersonal to personal. Ah, very interesting. Danny didn't realize what you were doing. Yeah, it's weird. This, but I wouldn't do that because I almost never use touchscreens. Really, my phone is the only touchscreen I use. Oh, train maxing. I should have changed that. Damn it. Um, we were watching. We were on Sunday night. We were talking. Movie of the week was called The Train. So that was really only relevant for Sunday night. I'll just change it back to cocktail maxing. Danny can be fun and hilarious. You think, yeah, when you're used to all the technology, when we get into our dotage, it'll be the whole thing. Oh God. Geez, Charlie, you've been freaking Lancaster maxing. The amount of Burt Lancaster films you put on Plex is freaking wild. Oh, good sad. What else do you look? How late are we into the fucking year now? Okay, this Sunday is not a market day, it's the following. But also, not this weekend, but the following weekend, there's a Winter Lights Festival down at Docklands that actually looks good. He did Elvis the same. Was it? It's always funny to me when I see you put a bunch of ones on, and I see the theme like, oh, they're all Burt Lancaster movies, Elvis movies. Oh, those are all Brad Pitt movies. Um, it's just kind of a hoot to me. Because it's your job to watch the movie, so you get to watch way more than me. Will next Sunday be Mockingbird maxing? Because the whole thing is it's a race related trial. Mockingbird, To Kill a Mockingbird. See yourself out. No, I'm definitely gonna look. I didn't make this up. There is an established cocktail recipe called the Tequila Mockingbird. I'll show it to you. Oh, it's mint. Okay. Not sure I want to do that, but I'm not a huge fan of mint. But I will show you. This is what Difford's says is a tequila mockingbird. So, the tequila mockingbird, tequila, creme de menthe, and lime juice and sugar syrup. So it's like a margarita, but instead of orange liqueur, you put creme de menthe in. I'm not a huge fan of creme de menthe. What are the ratings? Worked very well. Not bad. It's quite good, but it's very weird. Minty margarita, sort of. No es mi gusto. Should you happen to have an ironic bottle of creme de menthe? Do a lot worse. Okay. Looks like mouthwash, but people liked it. So Difford rates it at 4 stars out of 5, and the community rates it as 3.5 stars out of 5. Oof, a minty tequila drink. I mean, I do have some creme de menthe in there. But Charlie, most of the time, we're talking about David Lynch. Sorry, how did we get on to David Lynch? 2 videos, running workshop, only watch movies on the weekend. Oh, actually, Celtic, making the tequila mockingbird with mezcal. So it's like smoking menthol cigarettes. So Celtic asking where Charlie gets stuff. People reach out to you with their collections. People on Facebook are looking for more than you can offer. Run it like a pawn shop. All right. All right. Lynch. Sorry. Yes, the lynching. Yes. Do I dare do lynch maxing on Sunday night? Or maybe it'll be court maxing, trial maxing, peck maxing. Oof. Look, I'm not going to be able to resist making a tequila mockingbird to discuss that To Kill a Mockingbird. Celtic, is there anything you want Charlie to look out for you? Yeah, actually. Good call, Celtic. Is there anything you could find for Charlie? Oh, yes. So, yeah, it remains to be seen what I'll do with my tagline on Sunday night. But I'm definitely going to have to make a tequila mockingbird cocktail. Ooh, 7 Days in May on DVD. That would be an obscure one. That was a good movie, though. Classic Cold War conspiracy shit. Ooh, one with the Frankenheimer commentary track. Damn. Ugh. Keep your eyes out. 7 Days in May. It's a black and white movie. Got Kirk Douglas in it. Has a blue cover. Okay. Not a white cover, a blue cover. Thinking like we were watching so many of these movies like Cold War paranoia. Like I did watch the Frank Sinatra Manchurian Candidate, which is pretty good. It did make me want to watch the more recent one with Denzel Washington because the Frank Sinatra one was. That's right. Burt Lancaster's the bad guy in 7 Days in May. But the Frank Sinatra Manchurian Candidate was pretty good, but there was a sort of stupid Hollywood fake out. Oh yeah, Danny, Goodbye Mr. Chips is a classic. Is the teacher in the English public school, which we call a private school. I probably saw Goodbye Mr. Chips broadcast on commercial TV with ads in the 70s or maybe early 80s, and I only have the vaguest memory of it. Yeah, the Manchurian Candidate's a Frankenheimer one as well. It's mostly good, but okay, look, I don't think anyone's going to watch it. This is a spoiler for a 60-year-old film, okay? There's a bit at the end where the guy is supposedly mind controlled. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. And is he going to shoot a presidential nominee? And he spends all this time like looking down his gun scope with the presidential nominee in his sights. And you don't know, where is he shaken off the brainwashing or not? And then at the last second, before someone can stop him, he switches and shoots some bad people instead. And it's like, well, that's fucking bullshit. Like, if he's not mind controlled, why would he spend the time sighting up the person he's not going to shoot? That's just sort of shitty Hollywood fake out. So I do actually want to see how they do it in the more recent one with Denzel Washington. Because I was immediately thinking, like, how would I do that final scene raising the tension? Because one guy thinks he's broken the brainwashing, but he's not sure. And the guy's shown up at a venue with a gun and he's trying to stop him, but he doesn't get there in time. But yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I think I've only seen the 60s version, Charlie. I have not seen I don't think I've seen the 1939 version. I think the version I saw was the 60s version. Yeah, but I think there's a few different ways to do the tension of this last scene, because the big tension is, has this guy really shaken off the brainwashing or not? But not do it the way it was done in the 60s one, because it was just like, oh, that's just a bullshit fake out that makes no sense. You could raise the tension in different ways. Celtic, you're off. You got to get some sleep. Get up early. Yeah, dude, it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to go bye-byes. Not that I have to get up hugely early, just like 7. I'm sure I said, like, my normal work day is alarm goes off at 7, roll out, just sort of fuck around on the computer or whatnot. No, I start work at 7:30, and I'll from home. I'm still in my PJs, and I'll work for a while, and then it's like, I essentially look like, when's my first meeting? When am I going to have to turn my camera on and see people? And so, like, an hour before that, I will go have a shower and get dressed and be ready. And yeah, so it's like I'll work for a while, usually for like about 2 hours, and then have a shower and then go back to work. All right, so going back to the comment about my flowchart prowess, watch a movie, especially a new one you haven't seen before, start flowcharting, since your mind. Not so, oh, okay, not so much flowcharting with movies, but I am often really kind of backseat driving the director, like, and the writer, like, oh, why would you do like that? But literally what I was saying about the Manchurian Candidate, I was going like, oh no, the way you're doing this scene is bullshit. I'm often thinking of, with old classics, how would I remake this? I spend a lot of time thinking that. Charlie Danny Boy, if you like Mr. Chips, a great movie I suggest to people. Heaven Can Wait. Okay, so that's the is it the Warren Beatty one? Because I have this vague feeling that either the Warren Beatty Heaven Can Wait was a remake, or someone's done a remake of the Warren Beatty one. There's a remake of Here Comes Mr. Jordan. Okay. Yeah. No, I probably saw Heaven Can Wait on TV as well. Pretty good movie though. Anyway, that brings us up to 10 o'clock. I've been streaming for 2 hours. And I've been having a lovely chat with everyone tonight. I thank you all. Ooh, I'm going to put a bit of flavour in here. Ooh, just got like a little bit of this liqueur left. All right, well, I'm going to make some more tomorrow. It's going to go in there. All right. I think these batteries should be fully charged. I think I'll turn that light off. Put these batteries in here, ready for freshening up the audio recorder for Sunday night. Chris Rock did a remake of Evan White called Down to Earth. She made with Louis C.K. There you go. All right. This bit of flavor. Gotta eat the cherries. Dun dun dun. All right, so I'll be back on Thursday. I will have finished editing the video about my balls on Thursday. I'll give that a preview. So everyone, take care. Look after yourselves. I'll see you another time, but bye for now. Bye.
You are totally